A 4,000-year-old Nubian head, a Nigerian palace drum, a Cameroonian Bamileke helmet. The Brooklyn Museum of African Art has them all. But this isn't your typical museum. It's all housed in one man's apartment. Eric Edwards, a Brooklyn, New York native and former telecommunications executive, has amassed this collection, more than 2,000 objects in all, over the course of 44 years. He says it all came about thanks to his father, who instilled in him a love of African history.
He realized that in order for us to survive, particularly going to a public school system where there was no African history taught at all, that it was absolutely a must that we knew our history in order to give us a foundation to know that we were just as important as everyone else. He said that, and it was also very important that we knew what great things our ancestors did.
The many amazing objects here in Eric Edwards' collection come from all 54 different countries in Africa, and each one of them has its own unique story to tell. But they're also worth an awful lot of money, around $10 million in Eric's estimation. And that's one reason why he doesn't want them to stay in this apartment forever.
Eric wants to move his collection to a new nearby building to put the artwork on display.
Technically, on paper, I'm the owner of these pieces. But I said, in reality, I'm the caretaker. It's my job to find a permanent residence for them when I'm not here, because I won't be here forever, to make sure that they're protected and cared for, and to educate people of all races and ethnicities, especially in light of what's going on in the United States today as far as racial tensions and things like that. It has a huge amount of pull and power to bring people of all ethnicities and races together, simply because of the beauty of the art, the stories that they have to tell.
He's already got an architect on board and has secured non-profit status from the city authorities for what he wants to call the Cultural Museum of African Art. Now, Eric started a fundraising campaign on the website Kickstarter, hoping to attract enough donations to get the museum off the ground. He's hoping a new documentary by filmmaker Mark Zemmel will help raise awareness too. But until his dream of a new building can become a reality, Eric will carry on living here, surrounded by his many African treasures. Lorna, Shaddick, CCTV, New York.